Yo, this is Sifon with the fifth core subject. Make sure y'all boys and girls open up your books to the chapter of life. Now, what we're going to be talking about is the question of ages. Should I invest first or should I pay off debt? Right? Why you should, maybe pay off all your debt, or should I, invest first, right? What do I do, Sifon? What do I do? I'm going to give y'all the answer, straight up answer in this video. I want y'all to keep along. But before we get into that, man, I need y'all to join the journey by subscribing. Share this with anybody who needs to kind of know the question of, should I invest or should I pay off debt first? What should I do? What should I do, Sifon? I'm going to answer y'all today, man. Y'all click the like button. Let's get into it. Now, I'm gonna give y'all the straight up answer, but it's kind of both ways to this, man. Straight up, you should always be investing no matter what, in some type of form. Now, you can hold back on investing, right? But you always want to be investing something at all times. Why you say that, Sifon? It's not about timing the market. It's about time in the market. This is from Warren Buffett, one of the best, arguably the best investor of all time. This is not for me. It's about time in the market, not timing the market, okay? Now, why you need to be investing at all times? If you have a Roth IRA, you need to be investing at least something into that, right? Maybe you have to hold off on some stocks. Maybe you have some fund money. You need to stop. You need to put that fund money towards the debt, right? You should always be investing. Why I say you should hold off on it? Because if you have debt, right, you need to pay that off as fast as possible. Why do I say that? Debt is like ankle biters. Like you ever been to those like those rivers where it's kind of like dirty, it's kind of murk, but and then you come out, you got a whole bunch of mosquitoes biting your ankles, and it's a hot summer day. That's exactly what debt is, bro. If you're trying to become financially free and you have a lot of debt, that's what it's going to be. That interest rate, you try to keep going, you're trying to climb up the mountain, but you're trying to climb up, somebody's constantly pushing you down. I don't care how much you invest. This is going to be constantly putting you down. Oh, Sifon, I earn higher on my investments than my debt interest rates. It does not matter. The reason why I say you need to pay off your debt as fast as possible, because no matter what, debt is just, I'm just keeping it straight up. Like, you probably thought I was going to say some fancy term. No, debt is just something that's always going to be over your head. For example, if you have a mortgage, right, you probably would say, oh, my interest rate is 4% on my mortgage. I don't need to pay. I don't need to be in a rush to pay off my mortgage. But if you have the money to pay off your mortgage, dude, pay off your mortgage. Why? Because mortgage is just an ankle biter. It's a mosquito. I promise you, you're going to sleep way better at night knowing that you're living in a house, a land that you own, debt free. Being debt free isn't just a term that we just make. Being debt free is a feeling that you get when you're just relieved. You don't have a monkey on your back anymore. Paying off debt isn't numbers. It's not a numbers game. A lot of people try to equate money with numbers. Money is emotional. Money is when you go to the mall, when you're looking at shoes, you're not thinking about the price at first. You're thinking about how is it going to look on me? How's it going to feel when I put on these shoes? That's what you're basing your money decisions on. But then a little logic kicks in at the end and you think that you just made a logical decision. No, you didn't. You made that off of emotions. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. Right? So the reason why I say you need to pay off debt first, right? And this is not an either or thing. You always need to be investing. I don't care if it's, you need to be at least investing 10%, right? At least be investing 10% of your money. But while you're investing 10%, you gotta kick up. You gotta kick up paying off debt. You gotta get it off you as fast as possible. Just imagine somebody 500 pounds on top of you, bro. You want to get him off of you as fast as possible because you're trying to reach the end of the finish line, but you can't, bro. It's somebody on top of me. Get him off me, right? That's what debt is doing to you. And especially you guys with consumer debt, that's even worse. You need to get that off you as fast as possible. The more debt you got, the more weight you got on your shoulders. Get that weight off your shoulders. A lot of these credit cards are charging you 27% interest rate, 20% interest rate. It don't matter. If it's above 20, that's crazy. If it's above 10, it's crazy, let alone 20, right? A lot of these consumer debts are charging you above 20%. Man, I was in the zone, the camera died. But anyways, what I was saying is you're really lucky if you even make 27% in the market. If you invest your money into an S&P 500 mutual fund, right, a ETF or an index fund, you're really lucky to even get 27%, 20% of that. That is what your consumer debt is. So if you're making 10% on your money, your consumer debt is doing the opposite and even more. And it's doubling it by you're paying interest rates of 27%, right? And it's compounding. It's compounding too. So get rid of that consumer debt as fast as possible, right? The market on average does 10%, right? The market on average, now that's an average. Sometimes the market does negative 20, right? Like it did during COVID, right? So imagine that on top of the consumer debt you have. Guys, just get rid of it. It's not about the average. It's about what it's doing now. This year, it could, God forbid, it could do negative 10, and your debt's interest rate is 27%, right? So you're losing. You're losing. Like you're just losing 37%, just like that, down the drain every year, and it's compounding. We're playing with percentages here, y'all. We're not playing with linear numbers. We're playing percentages. So your money is compounding into the dirt, right? So y'all just get rid of that debt first, man. Like get rid of that debt first. Always be investing, right? If that is the answer to that question. Always be investing somewhat, probably at least about 10%. If you can't do that, I won't be mad if you do 5%. But just promise me you're going to keep investing, because it's not about time in the market. It's about time in the market. So I want you guys to keep investing, but get rid of that consumer debt as fast as possible, y'all. Put 30% of your income into that debt. I'm sorry, it gotta go. It gotta go. I'm sorry, it gots to. Because once you get rid of that, it's the feeling, bro. You just accomplished something. You get a feeling that you did something. You get a feeling of one step closer to being financially free. Like you just climbed a hurdle that was on your back. You just let go. You feel like it's like you lost weight. You just feel good. You're fitting into better clothes now. Like this is not for your bank account, y'all. This is for you. This is to better you. A lot of things happen when you clear off debt. Your credit gets better, right? Everything just happens. You just feel better. Like you wake up better. Like imagine, but I want you guys to do a challenge for me. Go into a notebook and just describe how it would feel to be completely debt free. And that's just going to change your life. Go in the comments, man. Let me know what debts you guys have. Be transparent with me. Let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know what y'all think about my answer. If I was wrong, let me know. Let me know like what y'all think. I'm answering all questions, man, in the comments. The way y'all join the journey, like, subscribe. Join the journey on the way to building wealth. Right? Thank y'all, man. I love y'all.